What's up, guys? Thanks for joining another episode of Fantasy Football Wrap-Up. We got an awesome show again for you guys. I feel like I say that every single week with my boy Tyler over here. We got a good show. We're going to be going over the matchups for this week's game. We're so pumped that football is finally here.
It is the most exciting time. This is Christmas for all you fantasy football players out there, and I know you guys are just like us, and you guys can't wait for this day each year.
Yeah.
Draft day for me is the biggest event. I take it off from work. I take...
Right. And NFL draft or the real fantasy football draft?
I love NFL draft too, but this is bigger than the NFL draft for me because I love fantasy football.
Plus, we do ours the week before it starts, so it's like you get it done and then boom, 4 days later there's football.
Because there's nothing worse than drafting it like a month ahead of time, and then you're like, oh, well, we still got 4 weeks before games start. Let's watch preseason and watch our guys get hurt.
Yep.
But no, this is a great show. We're going to be hitting some of the matchups this week.
So some will get more detailed than others. Some we don't need to spend a lot of time on. So Jets, Bills, that we'll probably get on first here. There isn't a lot of players on these teams. For the Bills,
reason why it's a 1 o'clock game.
There's a reason why it's a 1 o'clock game, and we're going to probably just kind of go in order on the times. The Bills, obviously, you play Shady McCoy. Tyrod Taylor hasn't been cleared yet, so...
Oh, no, he was cleared. He was cleared.
Was he cleared?
He passed protocol.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He's still questionable, but he passed the protocol for the...
keep an eye out for him if you're in a two-quarterback league.
And he is in line, it said, to start. So he hasn't been named the starter yet, but he's cleared the concussion protocol, which is a huge thing for fantasy owners. Because, that was a huge gray cloud if you're going to have to go pick up someone like... We play in a 2-quarterback league, and
good luck
picking someone up because the only guy out there is Trevor Siemian right now.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yep. So Tyrod Taylor's there. Zay Jones, I don't think you're probably starting. You're probably going to wait and see on him unless your team is really bad. So it's probably really only Shady McCoy on that team that I can see.
And maybe Tyrod Taylor if he's...
Maybe the defense because they're playing the Jets if you want to stream.
Yeah.
I got Kansas City's defense. Right here. I might be doing it.
So, I definitely think... When you look at the Jets side, though, there's really nobody. But if you were looking for the only player that may be fantasy relevant on that team, Bilal Powell. Yeah. For me, Bilal Powell in PPR leagues he's going to be an RB2.
He's a must start this week.
He's must start because he's playing a defense that doesn't play well against pass catching running backs. Much like the last show we do with the Patriots.
And they gave up Darby to the Eagles. We got Gilmore from them. Those are their 2 best secondaries. I mean, that defense is junk.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be good enough to stream against the Jets offense because that offense is worse than
they don't have Kiko Alonso anymore.
Other than that, they're relatively useless. I know they just got cursed from Seattle. I don't think he has a big play.
Nope.
Maybe Robbie Anderson if you're really stretching. You're in 12 or 14.
If you're
in a 14-team league, I could see something.
Yeah. So definitely just look at Bilal Powell and PPR.
Yep,
if it's standard, I kind of stay away from Bilal Powell.
Yeah, probably.
Just because he's going to be a pass catching guy. I think McCown's the starter.
Yeah, unless your team isn't deep and you got no choice.
And McCown's going to check down. He's a veteran, so he'll hit him about 4 or 5 times.
Let's go to Eagles-Redskins.
Big one here because Carson Wentz is on the rise. People love him. Not me, but
not me.
There's a lot of people that do, but what makes him very attractive this year is Alshon Jeffrey.
Yep.
Who's, of all reports, looks extremely healthy. I know he get nicked up earlier, but now he's 100%.
Yep.
We've seen what he looks like in Chicago when he's 100%. He's a beast.
And he's in a contract here.
And he bet on himself. Signed that 1-year deal with Philly.
He did.
I love seeing players that do that. I love players in contract years.
They got something to prove. They're guys you probably want to have. I'm not super high on Jeffrey. I've had him before. He's burnt me. So.
And against this, he's probably going to draw Sherman. Wow. Norman. So Norman. I don't think he scores this week. But
no, I don't think so either.
So he's probably not a great start this week, but just...
He's a big enough name, you got to start him.
You have to start him anyways.
Yep. Aguilar, you're probably not starting.
You're not starting anyone else on that team except for
I wouldn't start
Jeffrey.
Blount. I know the Redskins ain't great against the run. Start Blount if you really have to, but I probably wouldn't if you don't.
Anyone that drafted Blount thinking he's what he was last year is the biggest mistake I see in these drafts. Oh I'm just going to start Blount. He's going to give me like 15 touchdowns.
Yeah, no.
When's the last time that he's got 15 touchdowns? Never.
He hasn't had a good preseason.
He almost got cut.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Yep.
And Wendell Smallwood's a waiver wire guy to watch out for just in case, because he could... no one's seen him play yet, so if he's a starter in this week, and he could get you a couple touchdowns. Like you said, poor run defense.
Yeah.
So.
And if you're in 2-quarterback league, I would definitely start Wentz. I would not be afraid of that.
Now switching over to the Redskins, though, they have a lot of offensive weapons.
Yeah, start them all.
Start every one of them.
Crowder.
Jordan Reed, Crowder, Pryor.
Right.
Cousins.
Definitely start Reed. He's probably only one of the 5 games you're going to get.
Cousins is in my top 3 quarterbacks this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for 350 and 3 touchdowns this
He's
week.
going to have a big week, I think.
And I think Pryor's going for 100 and a score this week. So
Let's say he struggled in the preseason a little bit,
he
but
did,
I
but that's
still
all
think he's going to
timing.
be okay.
I think that's all timing
Yeah.
because it's a new offense.
Yeah.
But that defense in Philly, they score well in fantasy because of kick returns, block kicks.
Yep. Some people are not high on Cousins because
their
lost a lot.
pass defense is atrocious
Yeah.
in Philly.
Yeah.
They were among the league worsts
Yeah.
last year, so
Yeah. But for whatever reason, they're better at home than on the road. And they're on
I
the
think that
road.
works with a lot
So
of
stay
teams.
away from the Philly defense.
Yeah.
Stay away from the Redskins defense.
Yeah.
You start everybody else on the Redskins.
Start all those offensive weapons.
Yep.
Not Josh Doxson. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't
No.
start him.
No, just the big ones.
Yeah.
Even Fat Rob.
I start
I
Fat
start
Rob
Fat
with
Rob, too.
confidence this week.
Yeah.
I actually am starting him
Definitely.
in one of my leagues.
Raiders Titans we got next, and it's almost the same thing.
Yeah, you
These
know
are
the big
obvious.
guys. You know the big guys like Crabtree, Cooper. If you go to the
Carr,
Tennessee side, you know that you
Lynch.
got Murray on Tennessee. You got probably Decker. That's going to be a must start because I think he's a flex player where you draft him.
Yeah. I'm starting Rashard Matthews in one of my leagues.
If you want
so we'll
another
see.
quarterback that's
Mariota.
going to be a top this week is Mariota. That defense is not good, and he escapes pressure well.
He does.
And he gets rid of the ball fast.
Yeah. That's going to be a high scoring game.
It's gonna. I don't know. I think they run the ball. I think that Tennessee's going to control the clock. That offensive line's phenomenal in Tennessee.
Maybe.
Although
We'll see.
it could be a battle of the backs. Who knows? Maybe they run Lynch a little bit in this game.
Yeah. We'll see.
But Tennessee's improved a little bit on defense. So
A little bit. Yeah.
again, I could see a little bit of a high scoring game.
Yeah.
I just think Murray's going to have a big day. I like him
Yeah.
for a couple touchdowns.
I
in
do
this
too.
one.
I do too.
So
Buccaneers Dolphins we got next.
they're not playing
So we're
this week.
gonna. Yeah. As I was just about to say, we're gonna let you know that game's probably getting moved.
Yeah.
As you guys all probably already know. So we're gonna go to Jaguars Texans.
Yep. There's not much here.
So the
Allen
Jaguars.
Robinson owners like myself in a league, I was forced to take him in round 7.
Yep.
It's just, I don't know. It's hard to start him. I have him in my league. I want to take him out for Chris Hogan.
I don't
probably
start
will.
in that defense.
I probably will.
Again,
So
in Texas, they just had the big thing down there
Yeah,
with Harvey.
which is a
they got a
horrible
lot of
thing,
momentum
so.
and a lot of emotion. They're gonna be playing. You do not go against a team that's playing with something like that
Yeah.
at their backs. I remember when Katrina hit and the New Orleans Saints had that when they had to cancel the game. They came back in that. I think it was a Sunday night or a Monday night. I know it was a night game, and they put a whooping on. God, I can't remember who the team was. I think it was the Falcons. I can't remember. But there was a big emotional lift for that game. Watt is going to be out of his mind this week. You start that defense.
Yeah,
and
Watt will be injured by the third quarter. in
You
this
probably
one.
start Hopkins just because. I mean, how do you not? He's probably your 3rd or 4th round pick.
Yeah.
Maybe 50 if you get lucky. The Buccaneers, not the Buccaneers. The Jaguars defense is pretty good.
Mhm.
I don't know if the Texans are going to light it up.
Yeah.
But I'd probably start him and. I don't know, do you start Lamar Miller? I don't think Lamar Miller has a very good game this week. If you can play somebody else,
I
I
seen it
probably
said
would.
perfectly, but I think it was the footballers said it. Lamar Miller is like, makes you want to puke. When you draft him, it makes you want to just get sick.
Right.
I don't know. I can't stand the fact that people still look back, oh, he was great in Miami.
And he was.
Well, you know what? He's not in Miami. He's not in Kansas anymore, people. So
He's on the wrong offense is what he is.
he's in an offense that has no quarterback.
Should have came to the Pats.
No,
We would have run, we would have thrown to him, we would have lit it up.
they would have got him, and then they would have just ran James White.
That's a
what
good
they
point.
would've
That's a
done.
good point.
So he's in an offense that's going to struggle to run the ball. That offensive line,
Yeah.
I think Dwayne Brown is still not at practice yet.
Yeah, that's
He's
what I
had a contract holdout.
Yep.
So if he doesn't play, that's even
That's
worse
huge.
of a sign. Cause,
Yeah. And the Jaguars defense is good. I would probably start them this week.
And if I'm a Houston fan, I'd be scared that DeAndre
Yeah.
Hopkins just signed that $80 million deal because that's
I would
usually the
too.
shutdown contract.
I would
so.
too, yep. I don't think that's a big high scoring game. I do like the Texans to win that game. Bortles you don't start. I personally don't start Robinson unless I have to, unless my bench isn't very deep.
We play 2 flexes, so Robinson will probably be
So
my
Robinson
second
will play in
flex.
ours, but
But,
Marquise Lee could be a nice little sleeper. He had a nice year last year. Hearns,
Actually, I told him before the season started that Marquise Lee will finish with more points than Allen Robinson.
it is a
that was
good
my
chance.
bold prediction.
He played
of the
well
year.
last year. I don't think you get anything from Hearns. Fedorowicz, I don't think is irrelevant.
Yeah,
so.
he's irrelevant.
But all right, we got Cardinals Lions next.
So Golden Tate must start if you're playing PPR. Most of the stuff we're saying right now is based on PPR.
Right.
Matt Stafford, do not start him against Arizona.
No, that defense is decent.
That
It's not as great as it was,
but Matt Stafford will throw 2 picks in this game because at some point it'll come down to the wire.
Yeah.
And you look at the other side, David Johnson, it's a must start.
Clearly.
You don't sit him, obviously. Then Larry Fitzgerald.
I play a lot of people.
I play Fitzgerald this week.
Yeah.
John Brown, I play this week.
Yeah, I'm playing John Brown.
I don't start Carson Palmer though. I think he does throw picks. For me, Carson Palmer
In a
is
2-quarterback league, I certainly would. I would not hesitate.
I just think you can get so many more options. I'd rather go Andy Dalton this week than him. Because the touchdown value.
If he's out there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But most leagues, if you're starting Carson Palmer, then I'm sorry.
It is the line. I know it's in Detroit, right? But I mean, you look at Dalton. Dalton has the Ravens this week. I mean,
yeah, but that defense is so beat up, and that team is so
hopefully Palmer's not your starter.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. I just stay away from it. And if I had to play him,
if you got to play him because you had Winston and Winston's not playing,
yeah, it's not bad.
He's a fine
that's understandable.
That's understandable. But don't if he's your main starter,
or if you have Andrew Luck and you just want to try playing. Yeah. I know Carson Palmer. It's an easy schedule to start the year.
Right.
So
I'd probably look at Theo Riddick too. I probably wouldn't be afraid to start.
Yeah, I like Amir Abdullah
in PPR.
too.
Yeah,
in standard, I'm an Amir Abdullah guy.
I don't. He's never done anything in this league.
He gets kick return yards, and they count in our league. So.
Yeah, I don't know if he's doing it this year, but
they traded away their other kick returner, so I mean.
Well, that's a good point. If he does and you get that, then great. I'm not high on him. He's never done anything, so I'm a wait and see kind of guy.
Yeah, I just like him because there's no depth chart.
Yeah, and I think that's a decent run defense.
Yeah.
So all right, Falcons, Bears.
The Bears, if it's not Jordan Howard, you're not starting him. Jordan Howard's the only guy on that team.
Maybe Zach Miller.
I don't like Zach Miller.
No.
Not against a defense that's fast like this. This defense is fast.
Yeah.
We've seen that in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I know White's been picked up by a lot. His name's been trending. The receiver for the Bears.
Don't do it. That you're dropping a player. I've seen Woodhead get dropped for him, and Woodhead's 10 times the player he is.
And he gets hurt more than any receiver I've seen. So
and it's not only that. Like everyone will be like, "Oh, well, you take the shot on Kendall Wright." What has Kendall Wright ever done?
Nothing.
He was a high pick in Tennessee, and he did nothing there.
No.
He was cut for a reason.
It's Jordan Howard, maybe Zach Miller if that was your best tight end. Otherwise, that's probably not even the case. So.
If you're looking for a sleeper tight end to play this week, Evan Ingram.
Yep. Evan Ingram, or the next team we're going to talk about that's playing the Bears, which is the Falcons, and you can start Austin Hooper.
Oh, Austin Hooper. I love his touchdown.
He's a great start this week. He's a great start this week.
Matt Ryan is not going to have the same year, don't get me wrong. He's not going to have that, because you know why? He's never done it before. I know everyone says that, it's the easy way out.
He's never finished in the top 10.
He's never done it before. This is the only year he's done it, and good for him. You know, we're from Massachusetts, so Boston College.
Kid.
You know, I like seeing someone do that, but at the same time, it's like, people overrate him so much.
Right. But I think and you're going to hear that a lot too, but just don't think like, oh my God, he's not going to do that again. He's going to have a drop-off here. That doesn't mean he's going to regress.
No, he's just not throwing 30 touchdowns. That's all it comes down to.
I think he could throw 30.
I don't see that.
He's not going to throw 37.
Not unless Julio Jones actually catches touchdowns.
What did he throw last year? 37?
Something like that.
Somewhere around, I could see 30, 31, 32.
That's if Telvin Collins stays healthy for a full year.
Which that's never happening.
That's not happening. That's if Taylor Gabriel actually takes a step like he did last year. That's not happening.
Right.
Kyle Shanahan's not there. That's going to...
It's a big difference.
I don't like Atlanta this year just because Shanahan's gone.
Yeah, and then we'll see Sarkisian. I can't remember his name.
And he's a running guy.
He's a running guy.
He doesn't want to throw it.
So look, you start Freeman, you start Julio Jones, you start Matt Ryan. He's got a great matchup. The best pass defense is a joke.
I mean, Freeman. If you have Freeman, he's a great.
You start him all. If you need a streaming tight end, start Hooper. That's how I look at it. Yeah. Ravens, Bengals.
Not much on the Ravens side. Jeremy Maclin, I guess you could start in a flex.
Maybe.
Flacco, stay away from that Cincinnati's defense without Burfict still.
Yep.
Is still too good to, play Flacco in.
Yep. It's a division game, it's always low scoring.
This is gonna be one of those games that's gonna be like 19-13.
Yeah.
And everyone's gonna be pulling their hair out because AJ Green's got all the catches and the points, but you look at the scoreboard, it's like, holy shit, it's still a game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't like West. Maybe Woodhead if you're in PPR if he's going to play this week.
I love AJ Green this week. Andy Dalton's going to him, and AJ Green looks good too.
Yeah, he does. Andy Dalton's probably a good start.
Andy Dalton's a good one to match up. For me, with what it comes down to at Cincinnati is
Joe Mixon.
God, I don't know. It's hard because he's not going to start the game. They've already said that. It's just at some point, I think he's becoming featured back. It could
It's just
be
when.
It could be the third carry of the game when he takes 160 to the house.
It could be the third week
or
of the season.
it could be the third week of the season, and
Right.
that's what's hard with him.
Right. And I don't like Jeremy Hill that much. I know he's going to sit on my bench.
But as
I don't like
much
Travis
as I
West.
don't like the individual players,
Yep.
the running backs as a whole are good enough for this team to be able to take a shot downfield to hit, whether it's Ross, whether it's LaFell, whether it's
Maybe.
AJ Green. Somebody's going to get a touchdown 40 yards.
Yeah.
And you want to know what it might be? One of the biggest sleepers of my sleepers this week, Tyler Eifert.
I was
have him
just
for
going to say
two
that.
touchdowns this week.
I was saving him for something special.
2 touchdowns this week.
Yeah, he's
is
a
what I
touchdown
think.
machine. I know people say, "Oh, he's touchdown dependent." I'm like, "Yeah, but he gets a lot of them."
What is his last 16 games? He's got 14.
Yeah.
So I mean,
2 years ago, he was crazy.
yeah.
So,
He had 10 touchdowns in 9 games like 2 years
something
ago.
like that.
So I mean,
He was. So I like him, and I like Dalton.
and he's perfect for these play actions down the seam.
He is,
And
yeah.
he's a big target. They get in the red zone. They're not going to lob it to AJ Green every time. It's
No.
if Eifert's healthy, they're
Yep.
splitting him out wide on this cornerback,
Yep.
and Pac-Man Jones or whatever his
Yeah.
name is going to have to try to one-on-one cover Tyler
Yeah,
Eifert.
and I like the
Doesn't
Bengals
work.
defense this week too. That Ravens team is
Yeah,
all
it's
it's all
all
busted up.
banged up.
The only person you would consider there, not the defense, is just
Woodhead's
Woodhead.
still questionable.
He
You
is
know
still
what I mean?
quite. If he
So,
plays, I like him in a PPR. Other than that, stay away.
yeah.
Steelers Browns.
Steelers, Browns, Browns, there's nobody you're starting. Maybe if you're in a 14-team league or
And you gotta start
12-team,
Kaiser.
2 flex, probably you start, what's his face, Kenny Britt.
Maybe. Maybe.
Isaiah Crowell's in
I
most
wouldn't.
10-team leagues. I wouldn't play him in this game because that defense is fast.
Yeah.
The
they just got
linebacking
better.
core in that team is pretty good.
It is.
Their
yeah.
secondary is where they struggle, and
Yeah, that's
Cleveland
why.
doesn't have a passing game.
Yeah. All right.
So that's where it comes down to.
Yeah, I stay away
You
from the
guys,
Browns.
you guys don't start Brown or Bell. You're dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Martavis Bryant is a must start this week. He's going to be a wide
He's a-
receiver too this
I
week.
like him this week.
Uh,
I like Big Ben on the road this week.
I'll give you guys another sleeper. I'm sticking with the tight end trend. Vance McDonald
Vance
this week. I
McDonald,
think
yep.
he gets a touchdown.
Yep. Yep. And
Big
I like
Ben
Big Ben.
loves it. I think Big Ben's a great start this week.
Yeah. We'll see if
It
he
is on the
continues.
road, right? Is
Which,
it on the road?
yeah, which he's not good.
He's not good, but it is Cleveland.
But it is Cleveland.
So and
So-
they don't have Joe Hayden anymore. He's playing for
Now-
Pittsburgh now.
We'll have to see. Every year, the defenses from last year don't always carry over to the following year, so
Yeah.
maybe the Browns
Well, that's
defense
a
got
good
a
thing
little
for
better.
Pittsburgh. That's a good
I mean,
thing for
Garrett looks
Pittsburgh.
good.
No, you're right. You're
The
right.
rookie out of Michigan, I'm usually pretty good. I think it kind of determined whether
Peppers?
the safety is going to be good or not. I was wrong on Peppers.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be just an
The
average
thing,
guy. He
the
looks
thing with him though,
explosive.
he came in the league as a cornerback, tight end, cornerback, wide receiver, quarterback,
He looks
safety.
amazing. His
It's like where is
preseason
he
is-
playing? But no,
Boy.
he looks
It looks
big
good.
time.
I still like every offensive player on the Steelers.
Every single one of them, except for Jesse James, the outlaw.
That's correct. All right, let's go. Jesus, Colts Rams, guys.
So
Exciting.
Scott Tolzien is a must start. No, don't start him.
No, Rams defenses though.
Although, don't overlook the fact that Aaron Donald will probably not be playing in this
That
game.
is correct.
That is a huge loss.
I'd still start that defense. I'm starting them actually in one of my 2 quarterback leagues because
Yep.
Tolzien is there and they're not good. How
Yeah.
about this? I saw a stat on Twitter yesterday. I think it was either yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
That games that Luck hasn't played in the past 2 years that Tolzien has started. T.Y. Hilton and Moncrief have 3 touchdowns combined.
And Moncrief's got all 3, just so you guys know.
yeah, you don't play any of those guys.
T.Y.
I would not be
Hilton-
playing T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y.
if I didn't have
Hilton,
to.
without Luck, is like Antonio Brown without Roethlisberger.
Maybe
He
worse.
doesn't catch touchdowns.
He doesn't.
Yeah,
He's not going to have any big plays. He's going to get
Forget
3 or 4
about- can
catches for
Tolzien
50
even
yards.
throw 60 yards? I would like to know that.
I don't know.
I don't
they're
think
not
he
good.
can. He's like
I
a
think you stay
veteran.
away from Frank Gore. I think you stay away from Jack Doyle.
This is the situation.
Actually, Jack Doyle might be okay because Tolzien's going to be the check down guy. And Jack Doyle might get some catches. Like
Yeah.
he's an
And
amazing
you know what?
catcher.
This is a situation where I understand where people's like, how isn't Kaepernick on a team? He's better than most of these quarterbacks. He's better than Scott Tolzien.
No question.
There's not even
no
a question.
question. I
He
would have
might
him
be
on.
better than Goff on the other side.
Yeah,
to
he
be
might
honest
be.
with you.
Who's
So-
just as bad.
Well, I think the Colts are just tanking at this point.
I think so too.
They're just trying to get one of these defensive players or a
Right.
left tackle or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
if Luck's not playing, stay the hell
he's
away
not.
from all these guys.
Yeah.
He's not playing this week.
You
but in the
might have to
future,
play Hilton because you took him at a
You
high
don't
draft
have to
pick.
play Hilton. You trade Hilton. Trade him before you do this. And
He's
go get
damaged
something.
goods. I don't think you should sell low on him. I think,
I
think
would
you
sell
have to
him.
wait.
Go send the trade out for Terrell Pryor right now.
Yeah, I
Go
don't,
do
I don't
it.
think it gets it done.
Maybe not, but maybe
I think you have to hold him. You drafted him knowing that Luck was out. If you watch any of our shows, you made a mistake by drafting. We told you that before.
Send him out in trades.
You
Trust
should've
me.
listened.
Someone will take the bite.
Yeah.
Someone likes big names.
With the Rams, I love Gurley this week. I think Gurley blows up this week.
Oh yeah, this defense is atrocious.
If you're a
against the
person that
run,
drafted
so.
Gurley but not really sure and you drafted him to maybe move him, this
Yeah.
is the time you do it.
Oh yeah, there's no
I think
question.
he gets 80 yards and 2 touchdowns against this pitiful of a joke defense the Colts are. And I think you take him and everybody's going to think, oh my God, look, he's back, and you move him for something
I don't
good.
see him at the 2 touchdowns. I'm gonna one better you though. He's gonna have 140 yards to this
Oh
week.
my God.
There's no question
Yeah, I don't know
for me.
about that,
Only for the simple fact is this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed.
No, you're right.
They could have
It's a joke.
You could have a dummy and they'll miss the tackle.
Yep.
Like it is
They're bad.
ridiculous.
Yep.
Vontae Davis has quit on this team. That
Yeah.
cornerback they had that was elite 2 years ago.
Yeah, he doesn't look
And
good at all.
He hasn't been good at
That
all.
whole defense is bad, so I don't know. That doesn't mean go start Jared Goff. I mean,
Sneakers.
If you have to, then I guess 2-quarterback league. There's nobody else.
I don't do it. I don't
You got to
do
get
it.
a Winston replacement.
Don't
It might
do
be
it.
nobody else. He has to be literally the last guy. Him and Tolzien, and then you start him over Tolzien.
I guess yes.
That's
but,
the only way you start him.
But
I
most
like
leagues that's
Gurley.
not happening.
Yeah,
For me, the biggest sleeper in this game,
it's my guy,
boy Cooper Kupp.
Red Solo
Cooper
Cup.
Kupp is going to be a beast this week.
Yeah.
I think he gets 4 to 5 catches. He's going to be approaching the 100-yard mark, so I think he gets a big play in this one.
Yeah, I think he gets a touchdown too.
You think so? I don't know about that. I just
like
think he gets that 40-yard catch in this
Now my
game.
team is pretty deep, so I can't put him in over some of my other guys, but I do like him.
Yeah,
he's going to be
he's going to be
inserted
the
in there
sleeper
pretty
in this
soon.
game against that bad defense. He's not drawing the one corner.
No.
That's going to be Robert Woods.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the slot most likely, maybe
Yeah.
on the second receiver. He's catching a big play.
Now,
this
week
game.
1, you shouldn't really need fill-ins. There's no bye weeks this week or anything like that. But because of what's happening in Florida with 2
Yeah.
teams now out, if you do need to fill in someone, Tavon Austin might be a guy you look at if you're a PPR league because that Colts defense is so bad.
Not me.
Well, but you got to find someone. If you have to find someone, what if you drafted Landry and Evans and Parker?
I
all
will
on
play
one
Robbie
team?
Anderson before I play him.
Robbie Anderson's another good one.
I'll go play Robbie Anderson.
You could look at him, or cool, take a shot on Cooper Kupp. If you already know
If
you're
you
screwed,
count
take a
kick
shot.
return yards, then yes, I understand with Austin. If you
Right.
count
He
kick
had
return.
some big games last year. I'm not high on him, but you're talking about all of a sudden now.
Yeah.
Depending how you draft, you might need emergency guys where you normally would.
So even including the Patriots game, this might be the biggest game of the week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seattle, Green Bay.
Yep, absolutely. I
I
got.
feel like every year they start against each other.
It
It's
does feel
awesome.
that way, right?
It's like
the
playoff football right
replacement
away.
ref game.
Yeah, like I just feel like every year it's
Yeah.
early in the season.
Yep.
But it's gonna shock you guys. Rodgers is gonna throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Probably
This game.
because they're not going to run the ball. I don't like Ty Montgomery this week. If you don't have to play him, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
If you have other, I know your girlfriend has him on one of his team, on one of her teams.
But
If you don't have to play him, don't. If you have to because that's all you got.
I
then
actually
you play
like him this week.
Yeah, see, I don't.
See, I don't know how. I know they just got Sheldon Richardson, but going on the past, they've never historically been a great run defense.
No, well, I don't know about that.
I mean,
Well, they got Sheldon Richardson anyway, so regardless, it's over.
yeah, but he catches the ball. He's going to be great in PPR based off of the catches.
Yeah, standard leagues, I don't like him at all. I have him on one of mine, and I'm going to sit him.
Jordy Nelson, he's the
a must.
hard. You got to start him because he's your high pick, but he's hard. He's going to draw Sherman.
Yeah.
So
You're going to have a great game, but you got to start him. You got to stop Rodgers.
You're probably getting maybe 4 catches for 60 yards, 70 yards. He's going to get that back shoulder.
Right.
Hopefully, he gets you guys a touchdown out there. I know there's a.
That's why I think my boy Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams is a big week this
he's
week.
gonna
I
have a
think
big
he's
game.
going to be the one that gets the 2 touchdowns.
I think so too.
Marty Bennett, don't play him. I will never start Martellus Bennett. And if
So overrated.
this is the most overrated stat.
Yeah.
Everyone going like, oh, Martellus Bennett as a tight end. Like,
Oh my God, he's with Aaron
he's with
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has had 1 top 10 tight end
Right.
in his career.
Yeah.
Like this is dating back. I believe it was 2009 is the last time that it happened. I think that's the right time.
No, I think it was later than that. Anyway, yeah.
It might have been later than that.
It's not good, and he's drawing the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Cam Chancellor and those boys, they will
Oh,
shut
they're
your
gonna-
tight end down. The Seahawks are very good
Yeah.
against tight ends. Do
And
not
this-
play him.
This is
Start
myth.
Vance McDonald first. Start Jack Doyle first.
Yep.
Do not play Marty B. You don't get fooled.
Yep.
Don't
If you can play Jack Doyle, like going back to that Colts game, Scott
Yeah, Colts
Tolzien might
Rams.
target him 12 times.
He might.
He might.
He's
just
a better
because-
start than Marty B.
But
Yeah.
so
Seahawks-
that game's gonna be huge. I like Green Bay in that game
Yep.
to win it.
Yep.
But
Seahawks defense is a no-brainer. Shouldn't even have to tell you that. We'll see about that 3-headed monster they got as a running game.
yeah, I don't
Is
know.
it Rawls? Is it Chris Carson?
As of right now, the depth
It's
chart
probably-
says it's Rawls, but
Right, correct. I think Carson takes it later, but I think Rawls gets the start first. haven't heard
Carson's
about-
getting the goal line back carries.
I haven't heard on CJ Procise, but again, he's only PPR anyway.
He's going to be their third down back.
Yeah, and he hasn't been very healthy all spring. I probably would stay away from him as well. I'd probably stay away personally from all their running backs if you can. You certainly play Doug Baldwin. That's a no-brainer. And you play Russell Wilson because I think those two. I think Wilson's gonna have a good game.
You're going to play all the Seattle players offensively, except for, like, I'm not saying go out and play Paul Richardson. That'd be stupid. But like if you're playing Baldwin, if you're
Jimmy
playing
Graham, and you play
Jimmy
Russell
Graham
Wilson.
and Wilson, all the big shots you're playing
You
this
play the
week
big ones.
and play them with confidence because they're playing
Absolutely.
a bad defense.
They are. Yep, absolutely. That's gonna be a fun game.
So how this game gets a 425 is beyond me.
It ain't.
The
Yeah.
49ers and
And the
the
Panthers.
Panthers.
I hope it's televised. I really do because I'm really curious about the rookie. I really see. I heard there's a set of plays specifically that they put in the playbook.
Oh, McCaffrey. I thought you were talking about Williams. I'm like, do you not know he's hurt?
Oh, no, he's
like,
not
I thought you
IR.
were talking about that guy. I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, we'll start with the Panthers. I want
yeah,
to see what
McCaffrey's
McCaffrey does.
still-
I'm so excited about this kid.
Yeah, but I kind
So
of hope
we'll
that
see.
I kind of hope I get to watch the Seahawks game.
Me too. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too.
But no, he's
you start Cam Newton.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer against the Niners.
That's a sweet start. You start that defense. You start the quarterback.
And you start McCaffrey.
Start McCaffrey.
You start McCaffrey.
Start him. Yep, he's gonna get you 5 catches in the game. So.
You might now, depending on how thin you are running back with this Miami situation going on, you might even want to start James Stewart because the Niners are atrocious.
Yeah,
against the
touchdown
run.
machine.
Touchdown machine. He is gonna play, guys. He's not forgotten about. He's not on IR. He's healthy.
And
He's the
According to
starter.
the coaches, he's still the starter.
He's gonna get
on
your
the
goal.
team,
He's
so.
gonna get your goal line touches. So I think he's gonna sneak in a touchdown. He's not gonna have a monster game because he's not gonna get enough opportunities.
Yeah.
But I could see him 15 carries for 65 yards.
Carolina's
and a
gonna
touchdown.
blow San Fran out in this game.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. In San Fran, boy, if you have to stop Hoyer, you have to stop Hoyer.
Yeah.
There are worse options. If you got Pierre Garcon, I like Pierre Garcon.
I
this
think you're
week.
only starting Hoyer if you're in like a 14-team league. That's
Right,
the
or
only
2
time.
quarterbacks in your guys. I like Pierre Garcon this week because I think the Niners are gonna get smoked.
Yeah.
Right, and I think they're gonna be playing catch up, and he's gonna get a lot of garbage time. So in PPR, I don't think he scores, but I think he gets 9 carries for 90 yards or 100 yards.
I like Carlos Hyde this week. I know what Davis and the other. I just think he punches a touchdown in, so I think
Maybe.
that way, and he does catch the ball.
He's
so,
looked good.
So he's looked good so far, and
Yep.
Williams is out. He's gonna get all the touches.
Yep. Giants Cowboys.
Giants Cowboys,
Awesome
another
game.
awesome game, and I think
Awesome
it's the
game.
8:30 one, right?
This is Sunday night.
Sunday night game. This
Prime
is
time.
a great game.
Prime time. Odell should be playing. Everybody should. We'll see. what
Odell
he
and
is.
Dez. Odell and Dez. This is like a great fantasy one because, like, in my opinion, now
On paper.
I think Elliott's gonna play in this week. So I think he's gonna win the appeal and get to play until they start the trial or court or whatever, Supreme Court. I think Elliott versus that Giants defense, rushing defense. Then I think you got Dez versus Odell. You got Dak is going to be better than Eli in this game. But the tight end Evan Ingram's my guy that I want to watch in this game. He looks so fast when he catches that ball.
He does.
He just looks like he's open every time.
Yeah, and Odell should be really good against them. Don't be surprised if Dez doesn't have a good game. He doesn't play well against the Giants the past couple of years. That defense has gotten a lot better.
Yeah, but I think it's more so his quarterback play.
Maybe. I had him last year against one of those Giants
He
games.
was hurt,
He really didn't play that well, and that was at the end of the year. He was healthy because earlier in the year he wasn't.
Yeah.
And he didn't play well, so be careful on him. Although you start him anyway, or
Yeah,
you're probably
no
starting Dak.
question.
You're probably starting him. I probably don't start Witten this week. If you have another option, I'd probably go with it. I think there's better options out there.
Yeah,
like we talked
there's
about.
no question.
That's probably all on the Cowboys. There isn't probably a whole lot.
Yeah, there's not much.
I don't.
Don't start either defense. It's going to be a shootout in this game.
Yeah, that's correct. I don't like either defense.
Yeah.
I don't like Eli Manning this week because I don't know about him. He might.
Eli Manning, I don't like
He might
at
throw
all.
3 touchdowns, but he's probably going to throw 3 picks.
I don't like Eli Manning at all this year.
Right.
Like I just don't like him.
If you want to start Shepard, if you need a flex player, Shepard, I think, is a good start this week. I'm not sure about Marshall. He's a little bit dinged up. I'm not sure how healthy he's going to be. And Dez is a no-brainer there.
Yeah.
But that's going to be, that's going to be a fun game to watch.
Yep. So we're going to go to the Saints and the Vikings. I like Dalvin Cook in this game against that New Orleans Saints. You should like anyone that plays that defense.
Yeah, correct.
But Dalvin Cook, he's going for 100 and a score in this game.
Yeah.
So start him with super confidence.
I agree.
I don't even care if he's your number one running back on your team. You're going to get good numbers.
And if he's in your flex, I'd probably get. I mean, if he's on your bench, I'd probably try to get him in your flex.
Oh, there's no question. He
he's
shouldn't be
gonna
on
have
your
a great
bench. He should not be on your bench this week.
If you're in a
going to be
PPR league and
these-
he's on your bench, then you're doing something wrong.
Yep.
That's just how that is.
And then the only players that you can really start on the Saints is Michael Thomas because you have to.
Right.
Drew Brees because you have to.
Right.
But I don't even like the matchup for them this
It's
week.
bad.
It's
It's a
bad.
bad
They're on
matchup
the
this week.
road. I get it's
they're
a
at
dome,
Minnesota.
but it's like
Still.
I don't know. You just can't. You can't trust that
Right.
offense on the road.
Right.
It's almost like Seattle when they're on the road.
Right.
It's a totally different team.
They're down Snead. They're down Snead, so I do like Ted Ginn this week. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah,
I think.
guess.
I think whatchamacallit, Thomas is going to draw Kerry Rhodes.
Yep.
Right, so I think if the opportunity is going to be there, it is going to be for Ginn, but I don't think it's going to be that great because that
Yeah.
defense is so good. That Harrison, the safe, that defense is loaded.
Yeah, no,
and they're
you're,
all
you're
healthy.
right there.
And
But
they're all healthy. I don't
so
look for a big game from anybody on that team.
there's no real guy that's gonna have a monster game.
Running backs, nothing. Not
don't play any
not
running
AP,
backs.
not Ingram.
Anthony
not
Barr's
Kamara.
healthy. Don't play any running
Right.
backs.
Right.
But for the sleeper player in this, not much of a sleeper, but Kyle Rudolph is my big guy this
Yeah.
week. I think he could lead the passing offense, the receiving.
I'm not crazy about the Vikings defense, although you probably got to play them because you're.
I sit them this week because there is always the shot that Drew Brees does go off.
True. I mean,
And if you have a roster spot, sit him. If you don't, just play him.
Just
and hope
play
you get
him.
a pick or something.
right, they're probably not going to have a great score because the Saints are probably going to do something.
Yeah, they're gonna score.
Hopefully, they can get a few picks off for you there. So and.
So final team, we got Denver and the Chargers now.
Yeah, I'm stoked about this game. I got Melvin
I
Gordon.
kind of
on
wish
my
the
team.
Seattle
I'm
game
stoked.
was this game.
Yeah, that's
I kind
true.
of wish it was the second one
True.
here.
But I bet that Seahawks Packers game's televised. But
Yeah.
the Chargers Broncos. Look, you're gonna start the obvious ones, right? You're gonna start Keenan Allen, right? Who's probably not gonna have a great game against the Broncos.
See, no,
He's gonna
Keenan
try
Allen.
Harrison Smith or Talib.
We were wrong a little bit because Keenan Allen is good against the Broncos. Actually, when he plays against them.
We'll see. He didn't play against them
No,
last year.
not last year, but in the
So
past.
2 years ago, Chris Harrison is better. They just
that's
got
right.
Talib then.
That is true, but they lost
see.
Ward, the tight end.
I don't like Ty. They
safety.
did, yeah. They did. They did.
So,
And
but
Shane
Phillip
Ray's
Rivers historically is not good against them.
Right. Their
But,
corners are still there. Von Miller's still there. I don't like Ty Williams, and I don't like Keenan Allen, although I'd probably play Keenan Allen because
Start Melvin
You play him
Gordon
anyway.
this week because they are a
Start Melvin
sneaky
Gordon.
bad defense.
they're
against the
not
run.
good against the
They
run.
lost Wolf, I think it was. I think that's their interior lineman they lost early in the preseason.
Yeah, but I don't think he's out for the year, though.
No.
That was last
He's
year.
playing. Shane Ray's already
on IR. You definitely start Melvin Gordon. Look, you start, like you said, you start Keenan Allen. I don't start Williams.
So the only person in the secondary that was great at
Right.
stopping the run, they cut.
Right.
So I mean,
You can start Hunter Henry. The Broncos, as good of a defense they are, they're not great against tight end. Kelsey lights them up. Wouldn't be
Yeah.
afraid to start Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
And a surprise sleeping tight end, if you need one, guys, is Gates.
Yeah.
Gates is closing in on that touchdown.
Oh, you don't like Jake Butt?
No.
Come on. The
Gates
name
is
is
coming up
closing in
to,
the
I think
NFL.
is it 100 touchdowns? Is it 100 touchdowns? No, it can't be 100 touchdowns. He's
I
coming
know,
in for a
he's
tight end record for touchdowns,
Yeah.
and I think he's going to try to get him that record. And then after that, you get rid of him.
Yeah.
But he might be a sleeper tight end this week if you need one. If your guy was the Miami Dolphins or Cameron Wright or somebody like that.
Now, for me, I like C.J. Anderson a little bit this week against the rush defense that they have.
Okay.
I just think he scores a touchdown. That's the only reason why I like him. But that Denver offense, if it's not Demaryius Thomas and Sanders, who you're almost forced to start, I don't really start anyone.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just hard. You can't
Right.
start. I don't care what format you're in. If you're in a 16-team league, you're probably still not even starting Simeon.
No, he's horrible.
He's horrible.
I heard the funniest thing yesterday when I was watching the NFL fantasy draft, and I forgot who the gentleman that said it was. Said he's the 5th best quarterback in that division.
Yeah, he is.
Out of all 4 teams.
Yeah.
That's how good Simeon is. You don't play him.
Yeah.
You play Thomas, right?
Yeah.
You probably play Emmanuel Sanders on your bench, or he's probably in your flex.
Yeah.
And that's probably about it. And you probably play that defense.
Yeah.
You know, because they are at home. It's a tough place.
You have to play the defense.
That
Who they
defense is
play
gonna
because
be good.
you took them too high not to.
You did, yeah.
You
That
can't
defense is gonna
stream
be okay.
if you took their defense. You can't stream.
Yeah.
Like that's what you did to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be a good defense for
So
you.
for me, yeah, you just play that defense.
Yep. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments section below. Like the video for us. We'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to, that'd be great. But at least put a comment in there saying thanks, whatever it is. We just really appreciate it. And any questions, just put them in the comment box and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, we're gonna get the Jordan Reed jersey out tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll get the Jordan Reed jersey out. Yep. All right, guys. Anything else?
I was just gonna say I'm really excited for week 1. I know you
Yeah.
guys are all excited for week 1, and
Yeah.
good luck,
Super
guys out there.
Good luck. We'll see you next week.